Fani Willis just admitted to everything we need to get her and her case thrown out. We're going to hear from Donald Trump. We're going to hear from Vivek Ramaswamy. This just blew up because she just said, yes, I had an affair with Nathan Wade. Fani Willis, you're going down. I mean, you're criminally going down. I'm Doug in exile. Let's go. Vivek Ramaswamy.
So Fani Willis, the prosecutor in the Fulton County case against Donald Trump, now just admitted to having an inappropriate sexual affair with the lead attorney who she appointed to actually prosecute this case.
Oh, Fani Willis, you're always the last to know.
A few funny things about this. First of all, you got to love the fact that this admission came on, of course, a Friday afternoon before a weekend. No better way for somebody to know that they're trying to bury the news than to just drop it quietly on a Friday afternoon. Second thing, and I just got to observe this, is that no doubt that if Fani Willis were the man and the other appointed attorney were the woman, there would be a far greater specter of concern here than somehow if it's the woman that's actually on top in the hierarchy. But
proving that men and women are not the same. They're not interchangeable. They don't get equal treatment, or this would be a massive scandal if Fani Willis was a male.
Put that one to one side. The funniest thing about this is that her alleged defense, or the reason why this shouldn't affect the trial, is that the relationship only began after she had actually made the appointment for the prosecution. Now, if you think about this, that's actually backwards. I mean, it's bad either way. But the reality is, suppose the relationship did begin after this prosecution had already begun and the appointment to the case had begun. That creates more of an appearance of applying pressure using personal dimensions to achieve a particular goal. So I don't know why that specific sanctimonious statement that she issued today, saying that it only began afterwards, is at all relevant to actually whether or not this prosecution is being fairly and procedurally correctly handled and carried out.
So not that I believe Fani, because she probably is someone who's lying about this, but even if she did start her relationship with Nathan Wade after she hired him, Vivek is saying that she's the kind of person who gets into a relationship with someone like that to apply more pressure on him. Get it? To make it more corrupt and to get them to do what she wants.
And if you imagine if this were a Democrat president defendant with a Republican prosecutor who had an inappropriate affair, say it was a man with a subordinate woman, putting pressure in the middle of a case, using a personal sexual relationship to do it, there's no doubt that everybody would have this tossed out on those merits. Well, you know what? If we really have one standard of the rule of law, the same rules should apply the other way as well.
Yeah, he's right about that. This is getting buried on a Friday afternoon. And also, if Fani Willis was a Republican and going after a Democrat instead of Trump, Fani Willis would be gone. She'd probably be, the United States would probably start up executions again to go after her so fast. But the Democrats will cover up for her. Here's Trump on Truth Social. Fani Willis, the DA of Fulton County, just admitted to having a sexual relationship with the prosecutor she, in consultation with at the White House and DOJ, appointed to get President Donald J. Trump by going after the most high-level person and the Republican nominee. She was able to get her, quote, lover much, much more money, almost $1 million than she would be able to get for the prosecution of any other person or individual. That means that this scam is totally discredited and over. Trump's making a good point that she gets more money by going after Trump. So she has a monetary incentive. Jim Jordan is going after Fani Willis.
Now, House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan apparently subpoenaed Fulton County DA Fani Willis for documents after 3 attempts that he had made to get her to respond to requests voluntarily to no avail. The subpoena is now for documents, not an appearance now, related to the Fulton County DA's use and misuse, allegedly, of federal funds.
So he is subpoenaing her documents. They're also after her documents with the White House. Sooner or later, one of her personal messages is going to say, and I visited Joe Biden. Me and Nathan Wade, we went up and coordinated with our buddy, Joe Biden, to go after his opponent, Donald Trump. That's where this is going, my friends. Now, many of you are going, oh no, Doug, Fani Willis, she is above board integrity. She would never do that. What do you think? Do you think Fani Willis would coordinate a conspiracy with Biden's White House against his opponent? Or do you think she's a woman of incredible integrity? Just, a real Jimmy Stewart, Mr. Smith goes to Washington. She just passed the bar on her brilliance and her good nature. I'll be shocked if you make it through next week still on this case. I mean, it's all for nothing anyways. It's not going to come to trial in time. You blew it all up. I'm Doug in exile.